All right, guys, welcome to this week's devotional. We're going to be finishing out chapter 1 of Malachi, doing verses 12 through 14. So let's just jump right into it. All right. But you profane it, in that you say, the table of the Lord is defiled, but its fruit, its food, is contemptible. You also say, oh, what a weariness, and you sneer at it, says the Lord of hosts. And you bring the stolen, the lame, and the sick, thus you bring an offering. Should I accept this from your hand, says the Lord? But cursed be the deceiver who has in his flock a male, and takes a vow, but sacrifices to the Lord what is blemished. For I am a great king, says the Lord of hosts, and my name is to be feared among the nations. So, what Malachi is getting at, and how he's portraying the word that he's um, giving to the Israelites and to the priest is it's just kind of the recap of the whole chapter is like you've been doing this, you've been giving me bad things, and that's defiling my altar, that's ruining the heart behind the sacrifice. And it's a bad thing, it's evil. Like here, if we go back into verses 8, verse 8 says, and when you offer the blind as a sacrifice, is it not evil? And when you offer the lame and the sick, is it not evil? So that's what they're doing is they're offering things that are not the best. And what, like, here, let's read verse 14. It says, but cursed be the deceiver who has in his flock a male, and takes a vow by the sacrifices to the Lord what is blemished, for I am a great king, says the Lord of hosts, and my name is to be feared among the nations. So this person is even bringing a sacrifice that's not the best. It's not what is prescribed in the law. If we go to Leviticus, so it's talking about a a vow offering. So a vow offering is like the burnt offering, the sin offering, peace offering. These are all sacrifices that they make a vow to God. Like the burnt offering is, here, let me say here. Um, oh, yeah, here it is. Then he should put on the head of the burnt offering, and it will be accepted on his behalf to make atonement for him. So atonement is in place of. So the idea is all have fallen short of the glory of God. Sin and fallen short of the glory of God. So that is the idea of sin. That is sin. And so what God did the in the wilderness, uh, when Israel was rescued from Egypt, that He made these laws, these offerings that they can make to be a temporary recompense and also a example or a shadow of what was to come with Jesus. And these offerings, like the sin offering, was a confession of sin. They put their sin upon their offering, making a vow to not sin ever again. And what God is trying to get at, what the Lord is trying to get at with this, is that the priests are defiling these prayers, and then the people are doing the same by bringing in what they just find, what is the least in their flocks, not what is the best, what is not the firstborn, what is not the male. It was always a male animal. Now there was some female animals that got sacrificed. That's a whole different thing. You'd have to go into Leviticus and read it. But that's the whole point. Is like I've been getting at in the last few videos. Is It's all about the heart. It's giving your best. It's not to look at the things and be like, oh, God, this is so hard. I don't want to do it. To be like, no, God, yes, I'll take it. And I will do it for you because I want to serve you. I want to, I desire to have, I desire to glorify you, Lord. And that's the whole point is that these priests and these people, the people of Israel, weren't doing that. They were looking at what they had and seeing it's not worth anything. It's not worth doing. I'm just going to do the least. I want to use this nice looking calf for myself. I want to I want this nice stuff for myself, and I will give God this. And God's like, no, I'm king of Israel. God saying, for I am a great king, and my name is to be feared among the nations. Why would you give something so when you have the best? Why wouldn't you give that to them? Like in here it says God is provider, God is protector. He will bless you. He will give you the things you need. Now, I'll be honest, sometimes God does have us deal in the minimal amount of stuff. But it says in the Bible that those who are faithful in the little things be faithful in the bigger things. And I'm paraphrasing because I can't remember the exact verse and quote. But that's kind of the point is is that. And this is going to play into the next chapter, like just looking at this. But God is just going back over to the prophet Malachi, like, you know better. You have these things, but you don't want to give them to me. You don't want to sacrifice your own selfish desires and come humbly to me and give your best. Give all that you have. Like I know I made mention of the story of the widow with the two mites. She's like less than a penny in value. And then there was these Pharisees, these rich people that would come with fanfare and trumpets and give of their wealth, of the extra that they had, which by honesty they probably got from not so honest means. At least that's the context that I've gotten from reading about the Pharisees. But that's kind of the point, and that's the encouragement I want to make to you is, and the same encouragement as last week, is give what is valuable to God, and He'll bless you. Do your best, and He'll bless you. He'll give you what you need. Sometimes He won't give you what you want, but when you find out what you what He gives you is better than what you want, what does it matter? So that's my encouragement to you guys. Thank you for tuning in for another week and following me on this adventure. We're going to start chapter 2 next week. And, well, God bless.